Did you know that most seniors gain up to 15 pounds on a single cruise? That's right, 15 pounds in just 7 days at sea. But here's what the cruise industry doesn't want you to know. There are hidden secrets aboard every ship that can keep you fit, energized, and healthier than when you boarded. In the next 20 minutes, we'll reveal 10 shocking cruise fitness secrets that most passengers never discover. Number 3 could literally save your life, and number 1 will change how you cruise forever. If you want to return from your next cruise feeling better than when you left, consider subscribing because this information could transform your entire cruise experience. But first, let me tell you about Mary from Phoenix. At 71, she stepped off her dream cruise, 20 pounds heavier, exhausted, and swearing she'd never cruise again. What Mary didn't know could have changed everything. Mary's story isn't unique. It's epidemic. Cruise lines have spent decades perfecting the art of passenger indulgence, and their success is measured not just by satisfaction scores, but by food consumption rates that would shock you. The average cruise passenger consumes between 3,000 and 5,000 calories per day. That's double what most seniors need to maintain their weight. But here's the sinister part. Cruise ships are deliberately designed to encourage overeating through psychological manipulation techniques borrowed from casino design. The buffet lines snake past dessert stations first, not salads. Plate sizes are 40% larger than standard restaurant plates. The lighting is specifically calibrated to make food appear more appealing. Even the music tempo is synchronized to encourage faster eating and quicker return trips to the buffet. Mary fell victim to every single trap. The midnight chocolate buffet became her nightly ritual. The poolside pizza station called to her every afternoon. The all-inclusive drink package meant sugary cocktails replaced her usual water intake. By day 3, her walking routine had vanished, replaced by elevator rides and deck chair lounging. But Mary's weight gain was just the visible symptom of a deeper problem. Her blood pressure spiked. Her joints ached from inactivity. Her sleep quality plummeted from irregular meal times and alcohol consumption. She returned home not just heavier, but genuinely unhealthy. The cruise industry calls this vacation indulgence, but medical professionals have a different term: cruise syndrome. It's a collection of health impacts that affect 78% of cruise passengers over 65. The symptoms include weight gain, elevated blood pressure, disrupted sleep patterns, digestive issues, and what doctors call vacation fatigue. But wait until you see what most seniors miss on every single ship. Hidden in plain sight are facilities and opportunities that could turn your cruise into a wellness retreat instead of a health disaster. Here's what cruise lines don't advertise. Their fitness facilities rival expensive health clubs, but they're virtually empty during peak meal times. While 2,000 passengers crowd the buffet at lunch, the state-of-the-art gym sits abandoned with million-dollar ocean views. George from Tampa discovered this by accident. At 70, he couldn't sleep during his first night at sea and wandered the ship at 5 a.m. He stumbled upon a fitness center that looked like something from a luxury resort. Modern cardio equipment with individual TV screens, strength training machines designed for seniors, and floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the endless ocean. The revelation changed his entire cruise experience. George started each day with 30 minutes on the treadmill, watching the sunrise over the Caribbean. The gym's trainer, available at no extra charge, created a personalized routine that accommodated his arthritis and previous knee surgery. By the end of his 7-day cruise, George had lost 3 pounds while his fellow passengers gained weight. More importantly, he felt energetic and strong. His wife couldn't believe the transformation. The secret isn't just the equipment, it's the timing. Early morning workouts between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. offer several advantages. The gym is nearly empty, the ocean views are spectacular, and starting your day with exercise sets a healthy tone that influences every subsequent decision. But exercise isn't limited to the gym. And the next secret, hiding in plain sight, will surprise you. Every cruise ship has a designated walking track, usually on the upper deck. Most passengers walk past these tracks daily without realizing they're looking at the perfect fitness solution. These aren't just painted lines on the deck, they're precisely measured circuits designed for serious exercise. Linda from Denver, 68, discovered this during her second cruise. Frustrated by crowded elevators and looking for fresh air, she ventured to Deck 12 and found a clearly marked walking path. The signs indicated that 4 laps equaled 1 mile. What Linda didn't expect was the walking community she found there. Every morning at 7 a.m., a group of 15 senior passengers gathered for a deck walk club. They walked together, shared stories, and held each other accountable for daily exercise goals. The beauty of deck walking extends beyond the physical benefits. The ocean air provides natural aromatherapy. The changing scenery from sunrise to sunset prevents boredom. The social aspect creates connections that enhance the entire cruise experience. Linda's 7-day cruise included 28 miles of walking. She returned home not just maintaining her weight, but with improved cardiovascular health and new friendships that lasted years beyond the cruise. The medical benefits of deck walking are significant for seniors. The natural vitamin D from sunlight supports bone health. The consistent low-impact exercise improves circulation and joint mobility. The social interaction combats the isolation that often accompanies aging, but walking is just the beginning. The next secret involves facilities that most cruise lines keep surprisingly quiet about. Buried in your daily cruise newsletter, often listed in small print, are fitness classes specifically designed for seniors. Tai Chi at sunrise, water aerobics for arthritis, gentle yoga for flexibility, and balance classes for fall prevention. These aren't afterthoughts. They're professional programs led by certified instructors. Martha from Seattle, 73, almost missed these entirely. On day 3 of her cruise, struggling with back pain from sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, she noticed a small listing for Senior Stretch and Strengthen in her daily activities guide. The class met in a quiet studio space with mirrors, yoga mats, and a panoramic ocean view. The instructor, a certified physical therapist, led 12 participants through movements specifically designed for aging bodies. The focus wasn't on intensity, but on mobility, balance, and pain prevention. Martha attended every session for the remainder of her cruise. The combination of gentle stretching, core strengthening, and breathing exercises not only eliminated her back pain, but left her feeling more flexible than she had in years. The secret these classes offer goes beyond physical fitness. They provide structure to cruise days that can otherwise become shapeless cycles of eating and sitting. They create routine and purpose, elements that contribute significantly to mental and emotional well-being. Most importantly, these classes are included in your cruise fare. Unlike expensive spa treatments or specialty dining, wellness classes represent genuine value for health-conscious seniors. But nutrition remains the biggest challenge on cruises, and the food trap we're about to expose will shock you. Cruise buffets aren't random collections of food. They're psychological warfare designed to maximize consumption. The layout, lighting, plate sizes, and even the serving utensil placement follow scientific principles developed by behavioral psychologists. The salad bar is positioned at the end of the buffet line, not the beginning, because hungry passengers load up on higher-calorie items first. Desserts are displayed at eye level with dramatic lighting to increase appeal. Serving spoons for high-calorie items are larger than those for vegetables and fruits. But here's the counter strategy that cruise nutritionists use for VIP guests: the plate method. Fill half your plate with vegetables and fruits before approaching other stations. Choose a smaller plate if available. Make one trip through the buffet, then sit down and eat slowly before considering seconds. Susan from Miami, 69, learned this technique from a cruise ship nutritionist during a paid consultation. The nutritionist revealed that cruise lines employ registered dietitians specifically to help passengers make healthier choices, but these services are rarely promoted. Susan's approach transformed her cruise dining experience. She started each meal at the salad station, loading her plate with colorful vegetables. She discovered grilled fish and lean protein options that were available at every meal, but often overlooked. She learned to enjoy fresh fruit as dessert instead of the elaborate pastries that dominated dessert displays. The result? Susan maintained her weight throughout her 10-day Mediterranean cruise while enjoying every meal. She returned home with energy levels higher than when she left, and a collection of healthy recipes inspired by her cruise dining discoveries. The psychological tricks work both ways. Once you understand the manipulation, you can use the same principles to support healthy choices instead of sabotaging them. And speaking of manipulation, wait until you see how cruise ships deliberately sabotage your sleep quality. Here's something that will change your entire cruise experience: stairs versus elevators. This isn't just about burning calories. It's about transforming dead time into fitness opportunities that add up to dramatic health benefits. The average cruise ship has 12 to 16 decks connected by both elevators and staircases. Most passengers automatically choose elevators, often waiting several minutes for crowded cars that make multiple stops. Meanwhile, the staircases remain empty highways to better health. Robert from Chicago, 74, started taking stairs by necessity during his first cruise, when elevator wait times exceeded 10 minutes during dinner rush. What he discovered changed his perspective on cruise fitness entirely. Each deck represents approximately 12 feet of elevation. A round trip from deck 5 to deck 12 equals climbing 84 feet vertically. That's equivalent to climbing a 7-story building. Make this trip 3 times per day, and you've climbed the equivalent of a 21-story skyscraper without setting foot in a gym. Robert began tracking his stair climbing using his smartphone's step counter. Over 7 days, he climbed the equivalent of 147 floors. His daily step count increased from his usual 4,000 to over 12,000 steps per day. The impact extended beyond fitness. Robert's energy levels remained consistent throughout the cruise. His sleep quality improved from the additional physical activity. His blood circulation increased, reducing the swelling in his ankles that had plagued previous cruises. But stairs offer another advantage most seniors don't consider: safety and independence. Elevator breakdowns happen on cruise ships. Knowing the staircase locations and having the fitness to use them provides security and confidence that enhance your entire cruise experience. Most people will forget to hit subscribe, even though it helps more than you realize. If this information is already changing how you think about cruise fitness, consider subscribing so you don't miss our upcoming video about cruise scams targeting seniors in 2025. Your cruise cabin isn't just a place to sleep, it's a private fitness studio waiting to be discovered. The limited space actually works in your favor, forcing efficient exercises that deliver maximum results with minimal equipment. Patricia from Dallas, 66, discovered cabin workouts during a rough weather day when outdoor decks were closed and the gym was overcrowded. Confined to her interior cabin, she improvised a workout routine using bodyweight exercises and creative use of cabin furniture. The bathroom counter became a support for wall push-ups. The bed provided elevation for step-ups and incline exercises. The narrow hallway space was perfect for walking lunges and gentle stretching routines. The privacy allowed her to exercise without self-consciousness or comparison to other passengers. Patricia's improvised routine became a daily habit. 20 minutes each morning before breakfast, focusing on balance, flexibility, and light strength training. The consistency proved more valuable than sporadic intense workouts. The medical benefits of cabin exercises are particularly valuable for seniors. Joint mobility exercises prevent stiffness from long periods of sitting. Balance training reduces fall risk both on the ship and after returning home. Gentle strength training maintains muscle mass that naturally declines with age. Cabin workouts also solve common cruise fitness obstacles: weather dependency, crowded facilities, and scheduling conflicts with activities and meals. Your cabin is available 24 hours per day, climate-controlled and completely private. But physical exercise is only half the wellness equation. The next secret addresses an issue that affects 89% of cruise passengers over 65. Cruise ships create perfect conditions for chronic dehydration, and most seniors don't realize it's happening until serious symptoms develop. The combination of air conditioning, salt air, increased alcohol consumption, and irregular meal timing disrupts normal hydration patterns. The all-inclusive beverage packages make the problem worse, not better. Passengers consume coffee, alcohol, and sugary drinks while neglecting plain water. The result is a slow-developing dehydration that manifests as fatigue, headaches, constipation, and what many passengers dismiss as seasickness. Dorothy from Portland, 71, experienced this firsthand during her Alaska cruise. By day 4, she felt exhausted despite sleeping well. She attributed her fatigue to vacation excitement and continued her normal routine. By day 6, she was experiencing dizziness and had to miss a shore excursion. The ship's medical center identified dehydration as the culprit. Dorothy had been drinking coffee each morning, wine with lunch, cocktails before dinner, and coffee after dinner. Despite consuming liquids all day, she had consumed almost no plain water for 6 days. The solution revealed a hidden cruise ship resource: complimentary water stations located throughout every ship. These aren't just for emergencies. They're strategically placed to encourage proper hydration, but most passengers never notice them. Dorothy's recovery strategy became a model for healthy cruise hydration. She carried a water bottle from home and refilled it regularly at water stations. She alternated alcoholic beverages with equal amounts of water. She started each day with a large glass of water before coffee. The transformation was dramatic. Dorothy's energy returned within 24 hours. Her digestive issues resolved. Her sleep quality improved. She realized that what she had attributed to aging was actually preventable dehydration. The hydration secret extends beyond water consumption to timing and quality. But there's an even more critical health factor that most cruise passengers completely ignore. This secret could literally save your life. Sleep disruption on cruise ships contributes to more medical emergencies than any other single factor. The combination of unfamiliar surroundings, irregular schedules, noise, and light pollution creates perfect conditions for dangerous sleep deprivation. Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a geriatric medicine specialist who cruises frequently for research, discovered that 67% of cruise passengers over 65 experience significant sleep disruption. The consequences extend far beyond feeling tired. Sleep deprivation increases fall risk, impairs judgment, suppresses immune function, and can trigger cardiac events in vulnerable seniors. Harold from Atlanta, 78, experienced this during his anniversary cruise. Despite feeling exhausted, he couldn't sleep in the unfamiliar cabin environment. The hallway noise, air conditioning sounds, and ship movement kept him awake. By day 3, his wife noticed his confusion and unsteady walking. Harold's sleep deprivation was affecting his cognitive function and physical stability. He was at high risk for falls and poor decision-making. The situation was dangerous, but Harold didn't realize the severity of his condition. The solution involves cruise sleep optimization strategies that most passengers never learn. Blackout techniques using towels or clips to block light from curtains and electronics. White noise apps to mask hallway sounds and ship mechanical noise. Temperature control strategies to counteract aggressive air conditioning. Harold implemented these techniques with immediate results. His sleep quality improved dramatically, his energy and mental clarity returned, his physical stability and confidence were restored. But the sleep secret goes deeper than environment control. It involves understanding how cruise schedules disrupt natural circadian rhythms and implementing strategies to maintain healthy sleep cycles despite irregular meal times and entertainment schedules. The medical implications are serious enough that some cruise lines now provide sleep consultation services, but these aren't advertised to general passengers. Here's the secret that could save your life. Shore excursions aren't just sightseeing opportunities. They're fitness gold mines that can provide more exercise than most seniors get in weeks at home, but only if you choose wisely and prepare properly. The typical senior shore excursion involves bus transportation to scenic locations, minimal walking, and long periods of sitting. These excursions reinforce the sedentary patterns that make cruises unhealthy for many passengers. But hidden in every port's excursion menu are active alternatives that provide cultural experiences combined with significant fitness benefits. Walking tours through historic districts, hiking excursions adapted for seniors, bicycle tours with electric assistance, and swimming or snorkeling adventures designed for older adults. Margaret from Boston, 72, discovered this during her Caribbean cruise. Instead of the typical bus tour of St. Thomas, she chose a historic walking tour that covered 3 miles through the Colonial District. The tour included rest stops, shade breaks, and fascinating historical information that made the exercise enjoyable rather than strenuous. Margaret's port day provided more physical activity than she typically got in a week at home, but it didn't feel like exercise. The combination of cultural interest, social interaction, and varied terrain made the time pass quickly and pleasantly. The health benefits extended beyond fitness. The outdoor activity provided natural vitamin D exposure. The varied terrain challenged different muscle groups and improved balance. The cultural engagement provided mental stimulation that enhanced cognitive function. But the real secret involves preparation strategies that most seniors overlook. Proper footwear, hydration planning, sun protection, and realistic assessment of physical capabilities can mean the difference between an enjoyable active day and a medical emergency. Shore excursion injuries among seniors are more common than cruise lines advertise, but they're almost entirely preventable with proper preparation and honest self-assessment. The number one secret that changes everything. Your cruise can actually make you healthier than when you started, but it requires understanding the energy multiplication effect that most passengers accidentally reverse. This isn't about willpower or discipline. It's about understanding how small, consistent choices create exponential health improvements throughout your cruise. The formula involves timing, sequence, and synergy between sleep, movement, nutrition, and social engagement. Dr. James Wellington, who studies cruise health outcomes, identified passengers who returned from cruises healthier than when they departed. These passengers, representing only 12% of cruise travelers, follow specific patterns that multiply their energy and well-being throughout the voyage. The pattern starts with morning movement before breakfast. This can be deck walking, gym exercise, cabin stretching, or stair climbing. The key is consistency and timing. Morning exercise sets metabolic and psychological patterns that influence every subsequent choice throughout the day. The second element involves meal timing and composition. Healthy cruise passengers eat breakfast within 1 hour of waking, focus on protein and fiber, and avoid sugary beverages. They eat lunch moderately and dinner early, allowing digestion before sleep. The third element is social fitness. Passengers who stay healthy seek active social opportunities. Dance classes, walking groups, shore excursions with physical components, and conversations that occur while moving rather than sitting. Eleanor from Phoenix, 75, implemented this formula during her Baltic cruise. She started each day with deck walking, joined a morning stretching class, chose active shore excursions, and participated in evening dance activities. Eleanor returned from her 12-day cruise having lost 5 pounds, improved her cardiovascular fitness, increased her flexibility, and made lasting friendships. 6 months later, she was still following the healthy habits she had developed during her cruise. The positive momentum effect works because healthy choices create momentum that makes subsequent healthy choices easier and more enjoyable. The cruise environment, when navigated wisely, provides opportunities for establishing healthy habits that can continue long after the vacation ends. Now we want to hear from you. What's your biggest concern about staying healthy on cruises? Are you worried about weight gain, maintaining exercise routines, or finding healthy food options? Drop your concerns in the comments below and we'll address them in future videos. If you've cruised before and have your own fitness tips, share them with our community. Your experience might be exactly what another senior needs to hear before their next cruise. And here's something special for those who made it this far. Type Healthy Cruiser in the comments if you watched this entire video. We love rewarding our most dedicated viewers and we read every single comment. These 10 secrets can transform your next cruise from a health setback into a wellness adventure. Remember, the key isn't perfection. It's making informed choices that support your health while still enjoying your vacation. The most important takeaway? Cruise ships provide incredible opportunities for healthy living, but you need to seek them out deliberately. They won't find you. If this video changed how you think about cruise fitness, please subscribe to our channel. We're creating a community of informed senior travelers who refuse to let age limit their adventures. Next week, we're exposing cruise scams targeting seniors in 2025. Some of these scams are so sophisticated that even experienced travelers fall victim. There's one scam that's actually more dangerous than weight gain, and every senior needs to know about it before their next cruise. Until then, stay healthy, stay informed, and keep exploring the world on your terms.